Have you ever heard a piece of advice so simple, yet so profoundly deep, that it echoes through centuries? There's an ancient saying, just two small words, that has challenged and guided humanity for thousands of years. It's a phrase that was once inscribed at one of the most sacred sites in the ancient world, a message for all who sought wisdom. That phrase is, know thyself. What does it truly mean to know yourself? Is it just about understanding your likes and dislikes, your favorite color, or your preferred type of music? Or does it point to something far deeper, something fundamental to living a meaningful and fulfilling life? Today, we're going on a journey to explore this timeless Delphic maxim. We'll delve into its origins, unpack its rich layers of meaning, and discover how this ancient piece of wisdom can be a powerful tool for your own self-inquiry and personal growth, even in our fast-paced modern world. So, if you're ready to look inward and unlock a deeper understanding of who you are, stay with us. The journey to self-knowledge is perhaps the most important one we can ever undertake. Our story begins in ancient Greece, at the Temple of Apollo in Delphi. Delphi was considered the navel, the very center of the ancient Greek world. People from all walks of life, from kings to commoners, would travel great distances to consult the Oracle of Delphi, hoping for guidance, prophecies, and wisdom. Inscribed in the forecourt of this very temple, for all visitors to see, were several maxims. The most famous among them was Gnothi Seauton, which translates from Greek as, know thyself. Imagine approaching this revered place, seeking answers to life's big questions. And the first piece of profound advice you encounter is this command to look inward. It suggests that before you can understand the world or your place in it, before you can make wise decisions or seek external guidance, the journey must begin with you. This wasn't just a casual suggestion. It was a foundational principle of ancient Greek wisdom, championed by great philosophers like Socrates, who famously said, "The unexamined life is not worth living." For him, self-knowledge was the very starting point of all true knowledge. So, what does know thyself truly ask of us? It's far more than a superficial understanding. It's an invitation to embark on a deep and honest exploration of our inner landscape. Firstly, knowing yourself means understanding your inherent nature, your core characteristics. This includes recognizing your strengths, the talents and abilities that come naturally to you. What are you good at? What activities make you feel capable and alive? Equally important is acknowledging your weaknesses or limitations. Where do you struggle? What areas require more effort or perhaps acceptance? This isn't about judgment. It's about honest assessment. A tree doesn't try to be a river, and a river doesn't try to be a mountain. Knowing your nature helps you operate from a place of authenticity. Secondly, know thyself calls us to examine our thoughts, beliefs, and assumptions. We all carry a complex web of beliefs, many formed in childhood or absorbed from our culture, that shape how we see the world and ourselves. Are these beliefs truly your own? Do they serve you, or do they limit you? Self-inquiry involves questioning these ingrained patterns. For example, you might believe you're not a creative person simply because someone once told you so. Knowing yourself means challenging that assumption and exploring your potential without those inherited labels. It's about becoming aware of the mental filters through which you perceive reality. Thirdly, this ancient maxim encourages us to connect with our core values and principles. What truly matters to you at the deepest level? Is it honesty, compassion, justice, freedom, creativity, or something else? When your actions align with your core values, you experience a sense of integrity and purpose. When they don't, you might feel inner conflict or dissatisfaction. Knowing yourself involves clarifying these values so they can act as an internal compass, guiding your decisions and behaviors, especially when faced with difficult choices. Furthermore, know thyself means understanding your emotions. Our emotional world is rich and complex. It's not about suppressing emotions or being controlled by them. It's about recognizing them when they arise, understanding what triggers them, and learning how to navigate them constructively. What makes you joyful, angry, sad, or fearful? How do you typically react to these feelings? Self-awareness in this area allows you to respond to situations thoughtfully rather than reacting impulsively, leading to healthier emotional regulation and better relationships. And perhaps one of the more challenging aspects of knowing oneself is acknowledging what some call the shadow self, or the parts of us that we might prefer to keep hidden, even from ourselves. These can be aspects of our personality, past experiences, or unacknowledged fears and insecurities. The call to know thyself is a call to wholeness, which includes embracing these less comfortable parts with compassion and understanding. It's in understanding our full spectrum that we can truly grow. Now, you might wonder, why is this ancient advice still so crucial today? Why is knowing yourself so important for personal growth? The benefits are immense. When you have a clearer understanding of who you are empowered to make better decisions in all areas of your life. You'll choose careers that align with your strengths and passions, not just what society expects. You'll cultivate relationships that are authentic and supportive because you understand your own needs and boundaries. You'll know what truly brings you fulfillment, rather than chasing external validation that leaves you empty. Self-knowledge is also the bedrock of resilience. When you understand your patterns, your triggers, and your inner resources, you are better equipped to navigate life's inevitable challenges. You can face setbacks with greater awareness and learn from your experiences rather than being derailed by them. It's like knowing the terrain of your own mind. You can anticipate tricky spots and navigate them more skillfully. Moreover, the journey of self-inquiry can lead to a profound sense of purpose and meaning. By understanding your unique gifts, values, and what truly motivates you, you can begin to see how you can contribute to the world in a way that feels authentic and significant. This isn't necessarily about grand gestures. It can be found in your daily interactions, your work, and your passions. So, how can we actively practice this art of self-inquiry? It's not a one-time event, but a continuous, lifelong process. Here are a few practical ways to begin or deepen your journey of knowing yourself. One of the most powerful tools is regular reflection and introspection. This can take many forms. Journaling is a wonderful practice. Writing down your thoughts, feelings, and experiences without judgment can reveal surprising insights and patterns over time. Ask yourself probing questions. What did I learn today? When did I feel most alive? What challenged me, and how did I respond? Meditation and mindfulness are also invaluable. These practices train you to observe your thoughts and feelings without immediately reacting to them. By creating a space between stimulus and response, you gain a clearer perspective on your inner workings. Even a few minutes of quiet contemplation each day can make a difference. Another way, though it requires courage, is to seek feedback from trusted individuals. Sometimes, others can see aspects of us that we are blind to. Ask people who know you well and whose opinions you respect for their honest observations about your strengths and areas for growth. Be open to hearing it, even if it's uncomfortable, and use it as data for your self-reflection. Pay close attention to your reactions in daily life. What situations or people trigger strong emotional responses in you? These reactions can be powerful teachers, pointing to underlying beliefs, sensitivities, or unresolved issues. Instead of just reacting, get curious about why you're reacting that way. Stepping out of your comfort zone can also reveal new aspects of yourself. Trying new things, facing your fears, and engaging with different perspectives can show you capabilities and resilience you didn't know you possessed. It's in stretching ourselves that we often discover our true dimensions. Remember, the path to knowing yourself is a personal one. There's no single right way, and it's not about achieving some perfect state of self-awareness. It's about the ongoing commitment to honest exploration and growth. Of course, this journey is not always easy. There can be challenges. Our own ego can sometimes get in the way, resisting uncomfortable truths or trying to maintain a certain self-image. Societal pressures and the expectations of others can also make it difficult to connect with our authentic selves. And sometimes, there can be a fear of what we might discover if we look too closely. It takes courage to be truly honest with ourselves. However, the rewards are worth the effort. The ancient Greeks believed that knowing oneself was key to living a virtuous and flourishing life, what they called eudaimonia. This wasn't just about fleeting happiness. It was about a deeper sense of well-being that comes from living authentically and in accordance with your true nature. The maxim, know thyself, is not just an ancient relic. It's a living invitation. It challenges us to peel back the layers of conditioning, expectation, and self-deception to connect with the core of who we are. In a world that constantly pulls our attention outwards, with endless distractions and demands, the call to look inward is more relevant than ever. By understanding our strengths, we can leverage them. By acknowledging our weaknesses, we can work on them or accept them. By clarifying our values, we can live with greater integrity. By understanding our emotions, we can navigate life with more grace. By knowing ourselves, we build a foundation for genuine personal growth, more meaningful relationships, and a more purposeful existence. It's a journey that requires patience, honesty, and compassion for yourself. There will be moments of clarity and moments of confusion. There will be discoveries that delight you and perhaps some that challenge you. But each step taken in self-inquiry is a step towards greater freedom and authenticity. The ancient wisdom from Delphi continues to resonate today because the human quest for understanding and meaning is timeless. Know Thyself is not just a piece of historical trivia. It's a practical guide for living a more conscious and fulfilling life. What is one small step you can take today to get to know yourself a little better? Thank you for joining us on this exploration. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, share it with others who might benefit, and subscribe for more journeys into wisdom and personal growth. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. What does know thyself mean to you?